Hello from Franklin, New Jersey. This is an area, sometimes they call it Somerset. There's a bunch of little towns around here, and there's a historic building across the street, which I'm super excited to tell you about. I just read about it yesterday. It was one of those things, I was driving down the road, passed by, when I saw a rock with a plaque on it, I said, well, there's probably something of some significance there. And so I checked it out, looked into it, and I said, well, this is a highway I want to visit again. I also found out a connection between somebody we recently profiled, and well, we'll get to all that. I don't know why I'm babbling about it, but I found something else I'm a little bit more excited about. I'm about to turn this camera around and show you something bizarre. But before that, make sure you like this video, make sure you're subscribed, and send it to a friend, and let's go. We're turning the camera. Look at this, a McDonald's with a green roof. How weird is this? I've never seen one with a green roof. Every McDonald's I've ever seen had either a brown roof or a red roof. They always seem to have that red roof. This is like, looks like one of the older style ones that would normally be red, but for whatever reason, they painted it green. I don't know, it's not Shamrock Shake season anymore, so I don't know why there's a green roof McDonald's. And like, if you think of green roof, I know the one in Disney World, they advertised that they had a green roof, but the roof's not green. It's electronically good for the environment or whatever. All right, we're gonna walk over, we'll take a look at the green roof McDonald's, then we're gonna cross the street. We're looking at a building right there, and then we're looking at a plaque over here. So we're gonna check out all that. Hope you follow along, and I did all the instructions stuff. All right, let's go over and look at the McDonald's. So here it is, the Village Plaza. They've got the Fast Bagel here, as well as something called Block. They got a Benjamin Moore. Dedicated Dental. They're dedicated to helping you. There's a tanning place, some Taekwondo. But the highlight is the green roofed McDonald's. Look at this thing. Look at these old McDonald's logos on the side. Let me know, have you seen a green roof McDonald's? Maybe this is a thing that I'm just not familiar with because my area didn't have them. Look at this. Well, maybe my memory is faulty. How cool is this? Look at this. They have some kind of metal sign they covered up. Wonder what was under there. There's no door handle here. What the heck is this? Oh, the Masked Singer, okay. Very cool. Inside, it's just a McDonald's. I was hoping there'd be, I don't know, like Ronald McDonald statue or something. I like these booths though. That's pretty cool. All right, let's go across the street. So we're at a place where there's not public parking. It's a storage area, and they said I can't park. So I'm going to move right out of here, but I wanted to show you this building. This was part of the Marconi New Brunswick Station. We're going to find out about that. This building was built in 1919, and as you'll see in a minute, the rest of the buildings are all gone. This is the last one left. Yeah, you can see it looks like somebody lives here. They've got like stuff on the porch, and there was a guy working on a truck, and he told me to move on. So I am moving on. Let's go. So the self-storage is right over there, and we'll find out more about that historic building, but very interesting. But I passed by this JFK Memorial. This street here is JFK, I think, Boulevard. There's a memorial here all about John F. Kennedy and JFK Jr. Like, here's all the family member. This used to be Schwarzenegger's mother-in-law, I believe. Please behave. No drinking at the memorial. No problem. Got all these very cool. You got, like, you know, his books, pictures of him throughout his life. Sergeant Shriver. So these are some accomplishments during during John F. Kennedy's life or his presidency, going to the moon. And then this is his daughter Caroline. And then it says, here he is at the White House. And it says JFK with John Jr. at the White House. Picture used to commission the statue, October 1963. So that's when this was. So this would have been a month before he died. And this is the statue they made of it. Look at this. It's a great likeness there on JFK. And there's JFK Jr. Both of them died young. I actually was born on the 11th anniversary of the day JFK was shot and killed. And I do remember when John Jr. died. I remember he had a magazine called George Magazine. And I remember I had really enjoyed it. But this is a beautiful statue. It's got the seal of the president right down here. Here's some more information. Let's see here. Here's LBJ. So now they're talking about LBJ and I guess the civil rights movement. Got Martin Luther King up there. So this is a very famous photo of him saluting his father, JFK Jr., saluting his father's coffin. He was a little child. They told him to do this, and actually they gave him a flag because he kept saluting with the wrong hand, and they wanted him to salute with the right hand, with the correct hand. Look at this. Here's Jackie Kennedy with, I guess, Indira Gandhi. I don't know who a lot of these people are. I assume they were very important before my time. Oh yeah, this is a famous picture. So this is Bill Clinton, and that's JFK. He met him when he was like a young volunteer. So these are the builders of it, and this is JFK Plaza. So that's this shopping center. I love the windows here. Those are super cool, and I really like the open staircase. That's kind of fun. And then let's see what's over here. Oh, look at this. Look at that White House. Let's see if I can get my shadow off of it. White House Halloween costumes. Those classic Halloween costumes. Look at that. And then this is a famous photo, JFK Jr. hiding under his father's desk. I like this. This is very neat. This is not the kind of thing you see everywhere, and I didn't know this was here. This was a total surprise. It says John Fitzgerald Kennedy and Jr., and this is 1917 to 1963. He was the 35th president. That is cool. All right, let's move to the other location. Looks like the flag has seen better days. At least half of it has. I mean, the other half may be living its best life somewhere else. So here it is. Guglielmo Marconi Memorial Park. We're going to learn about who that is. I know that he was an inventor. I'm familiar with the name. Here's the park. Not exactly the easiest park to park at because there are no, it's not a parking area there. So you either have to cross this street, cross up there from the JFK place, or cross here. So either way, you get to it. But this is the rock I saw, and I said, well, what is this rock? I also saw this abandoned Burger King. But I said, what's this rock? What does it say? And I found out that this park, by the way, Old Glory, not tattered at all, looking brand new and beautiful. So the self-storage, you can sort of see the main building of it, the white there through the trees, kind of like the off-white. That's the self-storage building. That's where that little red brick building was, and that was originally part of the buildings that were here. And so when they tore them down in the 1950s, they put a Kmart here. It's not there anymore, but they built this park to commemorate what was here. That brick building still here from 1919, but it's the only one. And let's take a look at what this says. It says this monument is dedicated in memory of, and then Guglielmo, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, he's not listening though, died in 1937, Marconi, and the accomplishments which occurred at this site in the field of wireless communication. On this corner in 1913, they established a 200 kilowatt station known by the call letters NFF with 13 antennas. Now here's the taken over by the Navy at the outbreak of World War I, it carried the bulk of the radio traffic between the country and Europe, including the transmission of Woodrow Wilson's 14 points message. So this was very important. If it wasn't for, from here is where the broadcast was transmitted, and they needed to hear it over there. That was who we were trying to talk to. So his speech, 14 points, I read a little bit about that. I'll give you a quick summary on it in a bit, but that was right here. It says, after that, it became part of RCA, continued to operate until the 40s. Antennas taken down in the 50s, and then Kmart was here, and then they demolished it in 74. So they demolished everything except for that building, which almost is a secret. People don't know that that's part of the building, but it is. Here are the people that dedicated this in 1992. And the giant rock monument was generously donated and placed by the Kingston Trap Rock Company. That's a pretty specific company. On January 8th, 1918, Woodrow Wilson, President of the United States, gave a speech to Congress that outlined his 14 points to end World War I. He wanted a lasting peace and a just ending. He said that he had 14 specific points, which were, I'm not going to go through all of them, but it was no more secret agreements. German troops would evacuate Belgium. And he went through these points. And so this was broadcast from here and sent over to Europe right from this spot. So he gave it to Congress. It was sent to here. And then from here, it went all the way over to the European leaders. I like this rock wall. My grandparents' house used to have a rock wall like this. And I had a favorite rock. There was one rock that reminded me of my grandfather for some reason. It's nice though, nice rock wall. There is a little, actually now I'm looking, I could have parked here, but I would have had to enter from up here. So I guess there are a couple spaces there. That's all right, I'm over there by JFK, so that's just fine. But I wanted to also mention, there was somebody that was here that we've recently talked about. I'm going to put on the screen right now a picture of the facility. This is the picture that shows up on the Wikipedia page. And that's Albert Einstein. If you look closely, there's Albert Einstein. This was when he visited here. We just talked about Albert Einstein, just went to his house recently. That was a fun one. I hope you enjoyed that one. If you haven't, I'll put a box up here. You can click on that, or you can click on a box over here, and I'm all done. I'll see you next time. Goodbye from The Rock. Hey, it's The Rock. Look at that, people's elbow and eyebrow and all that.